Thank you for purchasing our Pilous bandsaw. In this video we will go through all the initial installation procedures and connection to the mains, make the first cut and replace the saw blade. Documentation. The machine comes with a warranty certificate, an instruction manual and a declaration of conformity. The nameplate is located on the base of the machine. Always keep the instruction manual available at the site. Installation. Plan enough space for the feed and removal of workpieces and machine maintenance. Install the machine on a flat and sufficiently sturdy concrete surface. The saw should be anchored in the corners of the base. Leveling. Careful alignment of the machine and the conveyors affects the perpendicularity of the cut. If necessary, support the base corners with underlay sheets. Align the machine using a spirit level and anchor it to the floor. Connection to the mains. Caution! Connection to the mains must be carried out only by persons with electrician qualifications. The saw is equipped with a 1.5 meter power cable. There are 5 wires inside the cable. The blue and wire is the neutral wire. The yellow-green PE wire is the earth wire. The other 3 wires, brown, black and grey, are the phase wires. There are 2 ways to connect the bandsaw to the mains. First, you can connect it to a protected 16 amp socket. Get a suitable 5-pin socket and a 400 volt 16 amps plug. Thread the cable through the plug and connect the wires. Improper connection of the neutral wire or protective wire can damage the electrical equipment of the machine and cause an electric shock. Second, you can connect it directly to the mains via an electrical panel. Connect the phase wires to a 16 amp circuit breaker. If the motor rotation direction is incorrect, switch the L1 brown wire and the L2 black wire at the machine junction box. Connect the yellow-green wire to the earth terminal block and the blue wire to the neutral terminal block. Coolant fluid. A coolant is used to cool and lubricate the saw blade and flush out the chips. The pump switches on and off along with starting or stopping the saw belt drive. Proper cooling significantly extends the life of the saw blades. We recommend you to use original Pilous coolants. Dilute the coolant emulsions according to the manufacturer's recommendations on the packaging and according to the material that's cut. Pour the required amount of diluted emulsion into the machine base according to the operating instructions. The coolant container should be cleaned regularly from small chips that have fallen through the sieve into the sludge removal system. Replace the coolant emulsion at least once a month. Cut. After the machine has been aligned, connected to the mains and filled with the coolant, we can start cutting. Pilous recommends making thin test cuts to familiarize yourself with the saw. These cuts can be done with a blade already mounted on the machine. You can control the machine via the control panel located on the base. The panel contains a start button, a stop button, and a total stop button. Alternatively, a 2-speed switch to run the blade at 35 and 85 meters per minute. The valve allows you to smoothly regulate the lowering of the arm into the cut. To select the correct cutting mode, we recommend that you read the instructions in the manual for cutting modes or contact Pilous. Blade exchange. After you have become familiar with the operation of the saw during the test cuts, you can proceed to cut materials as specified. To do this, you should choose a saw blade suitable for the material to be cut, which means remove the blade from the saw and put on a new one. Choose the right saw blade according to the recommendations in the instruction manual or contact the Pilous team. The blade itself must have a protective sleeve on its teeth for safe handling. Work clothes and protective equipment are required for all work. Use the star nut to loosen the saw blade to 0 on the indicator. Open the arm cover and remove the blade covers. Remove the blade from the guide wheels and carefully remove it from the guiding heads. Take the new blade from the box, check the blade and tooth set type. The teeth must point away from the control panel towards the electric drive. The direction of the blade movement is also shown by the arrow symbol on the bar. Put the blade into the guide heads and on the wheels with a protective sleeve pointing towards you. Use the star nut to smoothly tension the blade to the recommended value on the indicator depending on the blade size. Remove the sleeve, close the covers and rotate the blade. Check the gap between the blade and the wheel rim. The gap must be 1 to 2 mm. If the gap is not sufficient, make the blade tension more loose and adjust the wheel inclination by the control device on the front side of the arm. Do the adjustment by gently turning the screw clockwise or counterclockwise. After you have properly adjusted the bandsaw blade tension and the correct guidance of the blade on the wheels, you can start cutting. Follow the bandsaw blade running in procedures. For details, refer to the instruction manual. If in doubt, please contact the Pilous professionals.